classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's kind of a sad one. Kind of makes me a little bit mad, you know. Nothing I can do about it. Happened years and years ago. But this is how Waylon Jennings and the band got stiffed by a club owner the night that Buddy Holly died, even though they still performed. The sad truth about the music business is it's ruthless, to put it lightly. I think many of us have heard stories from our favorite artists and even icons like Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, and others who have had to quite literally fight tooth and nail to make a name in the country music. Waylon started out playing bass in Buddy Holly's band on Buddy's Winter Dance Party tour in 1959 before he had his own solo career. They became close friends and was famously and tragically killed in a plane crash that same year, and it haunted Waylon the most of his life. Now known as the day the music died, the short story goes that Holly and several other artists took flight in Beechcraft Bonanza from a small Iowa airport and flew into a blizzard, crashing about 5 miles from the airport, killing everyone on board on February the 3rd of 1959. Their tour bus heat had gone out days before, and one of the other band members actually had to leave in the middle of the tour because they got frostbite on the bus. It was that cold on their Midwest run because conditions were so bad, Holly chartered a plane that was supposed to take some of the group to Moorhead, Minnesota, where they would be able to get a few more hours sleep and warm up before the next run of shows on the Winter Dance Party tour. Waylon famously gave up his seat to a sick J.P. Richardson and decided that he would take the bus and meet up with the rest of the band at the next stop, and due to fate, or whatever you want to call it, went out onto the legendary career in country music because he did not get on that plane. And during a recent interview, Gary Nicholson on Otis Gibbs' stellar YouTube channel, he gave a little more detail about what happened after the horrific accident, which he heard straight from Waylon. He recalled a time Waylon went to speak to students at Belmont University in Nashville where they wanted some inside scoop on the music industry, and obviously the man to ask, if you want to be completely honest and real answers, was Waylon Jennings. He recalled the night Holly died and how the surviving band members went ahead and played the show that they were all originally headed to before the crash because a club owner wanted them to, and they had signed a contract. I imagine they didn't really want to, but my guess is they probably thought it's what Holly would have wanted and decided to do that due to pressure from the club owner. He told me the story about the Buddy Holly thing, not getting on the flight. One time Waylon told his story about how they played the gig that night, the night that Buddy Holly died. Waylon had some kind of thing. He was talking to the students at Belmont. They say, tell us something about the music business. And he said, well, the night Buddy Holly died in a plane crash, we went ahead and played the gig because the club owner asked us to play the gig, go ahead and make some music. They played the full show in wake of unbelievable tragedy and the loss of several friends. I didn't even know how they got through it. And at the end of the night, when they went to payment from the owner, he refused to pay them. He told them it was because their contract had stated that Buddy Holly would appear, and he refused to pay. So we played the gig. At the end of the night, we went to get the payment. The guy said, it says here on the contract, Buddy Holly's supposed to be here. And he didn't pay them. And he's talking to a bunch of Belmont students. He said, that's what the music business is all about. There you go. That's my example for you. I think anyone with any sort of moral compass or even minuscule amount of heart can tell that it's an absolute asshole move, and the guy truly sounds like a horrible person. But sadly, especially at this time in 1959, it was just a different time, and like I said, completely ruthless. Still is, just in different ways. I can't see this happening now, especially because it would probably get blasted all over social media, rightfully so. But it just goes to show how hard it is to make it and how much these artists had to fight for every last thing. They really earned every bit of their success, and there's no better example of that than Waylon Jennings. What a really crap-ass move, man. That's just... I think it's one thing not to pay a band, which is a crappy move anyway, but when the lead singer, when the main event, had just got killed in a plane crash, and it was... They went and played because this guy asked them to, and then he reneges on the money. I'm shocked that Waylon didn't crack him. I really am. I'm shocked he didn't punch him upside the head. All I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. Appreciate it. If you don't mind, share it out with your family and friends. Let them know what we're doing here. And that's all I got. Have a great day. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.